Hey, welcome back to the Infamous Podcast. This is Brian.
This is Darryl.
And Darryl, I think this is going to be an ornery one tonight. I'm feeling
Ornery?
Ornery.
I'm ornery. I'm gobsmacked by that.
Gobsmacked. It's a good word. Somebody used that earlier in a conversation with you.
Yeah, I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I wonder who the other person on the other side of this microphone is. Weird. Anyway, welcome back to the show, everyone. This is episode 527. Doom, Gloom, and 172 minutes, and a 172-minute Odyssey.
Yeah.
And obviously more than that, not just,
Bing.
Sorry, I had to close my other computer because I had Evernote open in it and it was bothering me. Because I had stuff highlighted in the show notes. Anyway. Well, okay. So I have the new setup, right? In what's now called the conference room.
The conference room.
So I have my Mac Neo that I do actually more of my like day to day. It's like my daily driver now. Like the least powerful computer in the room is my daily driver. And so I put the TV that I fixed on the rolling cart like it's high school. And I just sit there and watch and like look at it while I'm working.
Just look at it.
Yeah. But I have Masters of the Universe on right now. So it's actually when we started, I didn't even turn it off. I just hit mute. So actually, I'm going to turn it off because it's going to distract me. It's distractioning. Anyway, how are you?
Doing very well.
Yeah, I did something nice for you. I ordered a pink shirt.
Pink shirt.
Pink shirt?
Yeah.
I tried to find
buddy.
I tried to find a Heart Foundation one. But
Now that would be awesome.
like I didn't know if your mom liked flamingos because I was gonna maybe get one with like pink flamingos on it, but I found a cool one that I'll probably wear again after, since I'm actually kind of tan right now from all the time in the pool outside. So I'm not.
Yeah, I forgot you're doing the pool.
I'm not just gonna be like completely washed out from pink. Although I really wish her color would have been purple.
Why?
Because I look better in purple than I do in pink. It's all about me. So anyway, but no, I just thought you'd appreciate that. Like I went out of my way to find a pink shirt.
Thank you very much.
Well, that and Jen's gonna be in a nice like pink floral dress, so I figure we'll celebrate your mom in style.
This aisle. I'll have my pink shirt on.
Yeah. Do they make? I mean, I think most Michigan gear is pink, right?
No, only when it's like Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh, okay. It's all of the Ohio State stuff is pink. My bad. I got them mixed up. Anyway, I told you I'm ornery, so I made a new like drink to drink during the day. It's pineapple juice and the Liquid Death Cherry Obituary. So
Never
it's
had
like
that
cherry sparkling water. It tastes like a pineapple upside down cake. So
Because I like pineapple,
Yeah.
just in general,
yeah, same.
and pineapple juice, but I've never had that liquid death
Yeah.
variety.
And so I ran out of that, so I did a lime one, and that was good. And now I'm doing unsweet tea with the pineapple. It's going to expire next week, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to drink it all over the next day and a half.
There we go.
Yeah, getting it done. So plus, it's good for other people when I drink pineapple juice. Anyway, all right. This week we have updates on WBD and Paramount. We're going to talk about the Doomsday trailer. We're going to talk about the Clayface trailer. We're going to talk about House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 5, X-Men 97, Season 2, Episode 6, and then Darryl, then we're going to talk about the Odyssey. But before we get into that, Comic-Con is happening right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize until like a couple hours ago.
Oh, okay. So to everybody who's out there, have a blast. Like, like this is like the best time of year. So the Seven Havens, I keep calling Seventh Heaven. The Seven Havens trailer for Avatar dropped, and it comes out on October 9th. Do you know what October 9th signifies for the Avatar franchise?
I do not.
It was the release date of Aang the Last Airbender.
I didn't know that. Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, well, no, it's a fucking slap in the face. They're like,
oh, you're talking about
put this in the theater. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, slap in the face. Slap, just right across. Open
when you
hand.
said it, the way you said it, I thought you were talking about that it was.
Oh yeah, no,
like
I'm
the premiere of the show.
No.
Oh, okay.
I miss Anyway, but that comes out on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then
I'll be watching that Saturday night probably.
I mean, we can just at the memorial, we can just watch it on our phone together, like enjoy it. Anyway, and then Mortal Kombat 2 drops on Friday on Max. He-Man just dropped this week on Prime.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, good. It's just a good week.
Yeah, I know, right?
I may or may not have watched it all the way through 1.5 times.
Yeah, that will. I don't know. I'm almost trying to wait until I get my copy of it, but I'm like, every time I turn on my TV, Skeletor's face shows up on the homepage, and just like staring into my eyes, like, you want to watch me? You want to watch this?
It shows how on some of the apps it'll like pre-play the trailer. It's him doing the crescendo fist.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah,
son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah,
is that what Rick says or Morty? I don't know which one is which, but when he's like with the meme, it's son of a bitch, I'm in, right?
Right.
So. But yeah, so I mean, it's a good time right now for nerdy stuff. The other thing, and I cannot verify it, so I'm just going to mention it with like the grainiest grain, like a half a grain of salt, to take this with. Iron Man 4.
Yeah. So, were you listening to Nerdrotic with Film Threat?
No, I saw it from everything, like awesome everything is awesome, whatever that Charlie guy's channel, which is kind of clickbaity, which is so. Yeah. I didn't dig too deep into it, but I did see that like it was something that was announced, but I don't know anything else about it.
I saw it the other day on like it was Nerdrotic and with it was just it was him, Chris Gore, and I don't know the woman's name that was on there.
Oh, okay. But, well, here we go. Robert Downey Jr. confirms Iron Man 4 is happening.
Oh, well, that escalated quickly.
The actor says that negotiations are still ongoing for his return in what will be his 7th feature role in a Marvel movie and his 9th appearance as Tony Stark altogether. So he's careful not to confirm he's returning outright. Apparently Ellen DeGeneres asked a question if there was going to be, and anyway, so yeah. Cool. So we'll find out.
All right.
Interesting. So I wonder if this is going to be like the Armor Wars, like a crossover of the Armor Wars.
Well, remember they were supposed to do an Armor Wars TV show,
right? With
series, and it just I don't know what happened with that.
Iron Heart killed the MTVU, the Marvel Television Universe.
Which one? Ironheart did that, or did Echo? Or She-Hulk?
I think She-Hulk. She-Hulk was like the Carmelo Anthony stab to the heart, and then Echo was it the knife piercing the first chamber, and then Ironheart was the mortal blow going through the back of the heart and out, ripping its way out with the serrated blade. That's pretty graphic.
That's a little overboard.
Anyway, but yes, that is what killed it. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Like I want, okay, so Spider-Man comes out next week, so we'll talk about that. I want that to be good more than anything. I want Doomsday to be good. I still do not think it's coming out on December 18th.
I think so. Like the way they did, like.
Do you think Dune? But Dune put their trailer out first.
It doesn't matter.
I don't
like
know,
it's this is the thing about that. What's going to be affected more? Dune. If they both come out, Dune or Doomsday.
I think Dune is going to do whatever Dune is going to do. The problem is they're both going to be over 3 hours.
Well, no. Right now, Doomsday is looking at 2:45.
Okay, so they're both going to be approximately 3 hours.
Which sucks because apparently the script was 3:15, and they're if they are cutting 25 minutes, 30, well, probably closer to 30 minutes from that movie, and Chris Gore made a good point. It's like that's going to be a lot of the initial parts that the character moments where. And then now we're going to get just like almost like a highlight film.
It's going to be a spot fest.
Kind of like
all
Endgame.
of them.
Like,
yeah, Endgame was a spot
kind of like
fest.
Endgame. Yeah, that was like Endgame. Yeah. That's exactly what Endgame was.
Anyway,
doesn't mean I didn't like it. But
let's put a pin in this for right now, and let's talk about our first topic. And then we
might as well just go to the Doomsday trailer.
Fine,
because we're talking about it.
I'm gonna change the order. Okay, so
you gotta adjust.
I don't want to adjust. I don't like adjusting. I like being like an earthbender.
You gotta adapt, overcome.
You gotta adapt, Rock.
No, that was Clint Eastwood.
I mean, Mickey said it too when he was fighting Clever Lang. So, and Rocky's better than Clint Eastwood. Doomsday trailer. I gotta say, it looked pretty good.
See, I agree. And I think, and again, everybody has their opinions, but I think sometimes, because I do this too, and I have to watch myself, where a lot of the people that we know and watch, have comments about it like, oh, this looked boring and stuff. No, it didn't look boring. You go back and look at Infinity War's trailer and Endgame's trailer. This trailer had that same type of energy.
My only real issue is Robert Downey Jr.'s accent.
I actually like the accent.
It's the only thing that I really had like an issue with, and then having to look at Pedro Pascal's stupid face.
Oh gosh, the motorcycle jacket, the leather.
I actually kind of like. I kind of like the Fantastic Four costumes.
I didn't mind that either.
I do not understand why the Wakanda contingent has to be huge everywhere they go.
I mean, come on, you got your the boxers, they had their entourage.
I guess it's the culture, right? Anyway, the other thing is it was fun watching Remy kick the shit out of Shang-Chi, and then dude, Rebecca Romaine Samus, they finally gave Mystique the right hair. It's not the slicked back.
I didn't.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that was her.
It's not Jennifer Lawrence. It's Rebecca Romaine Stamos, or I guess.
No, I knew it was
Rebecca Romaine.
Jade Lawrence. Yeah, I was about to say Romaine. Yeah,
but yeah.
So
Rebecca Romaine.
Okay, he's not kicking the shit out of Shang-Chi.
Oh, he was knocking the rings right off his stupid face.
Dude, that was badass though.
So,
but it wasn't as good as him coming doing that flip and then just hammering the ground with one of his OP moves with the staff. That was badass.
Yeah.
I really liked the trailer. I mean, what I was saying is I think a lot of times people, because of what we've been hit with over and over again, And again, like I said, I've done this too. I've done the exact same thing. And I try to catch myself when I'm
Yeah.
doing it, where I'm assuming it's like I'm laying my feelings about something that's happened before on something that I'm watching or
Yeah.
critiquing now. And again, it's human nature.
I'm
But when
just
people say
shocked.
this was a
Sorry, when they say what?
when people say this is a dull trailer, you can't tell me you like the in game or the Infinity War trailer or the
Right.
in game trailer or teaser, I would say, because this is
Yeah.
more of a teaser, and say this thing is boring and dull. Now, if you're saying because of the lead up, I get it. But for a trailer itself, for a teaser itself, it's I won't say every bit as good, but it's close to what Infinity War and Endgame did for getting you hyped for a movie.
Hmm.
Obviously, Doom is not a part of the MCU, or he got hinted at, so it's not like Thanos, and
Right.
I get that. But just for the trailer on its own merits, I think this is a pretty solid trailer
Yeah.
or teaser,
No, I
whatever you
agree.
want to call
I
it.
think it's a teaser. I like that it's Hydra Cap. I think that's going to be fun. Um, I thought it was interesting when Thor was meeting with like the Fantastic Four, who are new to the planet, so they don't have a ranking in the tier system yet in the main MCU. But meeting with the F tier new Avengers was pretty funny. Because John
Thunderbolts.
Walker's right there, and then fucking David Harbour is dressed like Scotty Too Hottie. Um, so it's like, oh, okay. Like, where's Rikishi when we need him?
Is he going
Uh
to do the worm?
he's definitely gonna do the worm. Him and then Thing's gonna do it like Otis. But yeah, I like here's the thing. Like, here's what I liked about it. The first thing we got was peak Thor.
Yes.
Not the joke. Well, the first thing we got was the X Men, but like not like the jokey Thor, not the fat Thor, not the gay Thor, not like I don't know where Blunder is right now, but like hopefully it's not in the movie. Like hopefully he threw her into the to a sun, because he's running around with cracked out Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. So,
Yeah.
but
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I really hope this is good.
I'm not ready to say I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am cautiously, what's the word? I won't even say cautiously optimistic. Let's just say I'm intrigued.
Hmm.
I'll put it
Yeah.
that way. But I absolutely want it to be good. I'm not one of those that's rooting against it. I will say this: if this thing, and again, it's not tanking. Whatever you say, whatever people think, it's not tanking. It's not going to tank. But if it doesn't hit the right notes,
Hmm.
I mean,
I, I
I
I
don't even know what you're
think
doing
I
with the
think the
MCU.
issue is going to be there is not the culture of repeat viewings anymore.
Hmm.
Like people
Yeah,
aren't going to see movies five, four, three, even three times,
right.
for the most part. Because like in the past, we all went to see these movies multiple times.
Oh yeah, I saw like Infinity War and Endgame 3 times each
Right.
at the theater.
But here's the
No,
thing
Endgame twice. Endgame
is
twice.
paying $18 to $23 per ticket right now.
No.
It
Right.
doesn't make that happen. So it doesn't let that happen.
Right.
Um,
Unless Super Tuesdays are going to just be filled up for weeks at a time, which again, Super Tuesdays, people, if you're not doing that, start doing that
yeah,
because
but
that will
that
save you
doesn't put
some dosh.
that puts butts in seats, but that does not put dollars in bank accounts.
Yeah. Well, no,
So
it does, but and I see what you're saying, but
yeah,
if you're going to get if you're talking about repeat viewing, it will, because if these are the people that, because I'm not going to spend $20 twice
no,
to see these movies, but I will spend $20 and then another 10 or
mhm,
5, or it's usually like 10. So
yeah,
whether you're not getting you have to look at it this way.
it's the volume. I understand.
Yes, right. So if that helps, every little bit helps. But yeah, that's a really good point as far as the repeat viewings, because
Would
we're not doing this the same way, like
yeah,
just in general as a culture.
would you say every little thing they do is magic then, and that helps?
I
Oh,
mean,
that
if
was
it's a
funny.
gathering.
Every little thing she does is magic. Anyway, I'm here for it. I'm excited ish. We'll see. Um,
I really want it to be good.
I
I'll
really,
just
what I
leave it at
really
that.
hope is we get the Asgardian version of Captain America with Mjolnir, where he like actually embodies the power of Thor.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting
Because you
that.
can have more than one Thor. Jane Foster proved that.
She is not Thor.
Sorry,
It just
you
has
can
to
have
that
Thor and Lady Thor.
like the idea.
I know
Talking to
what
my
you're saying.
brother,
I
like
know. I'm fucking with you. All right, let's move on.
even though the story was good, I did like that story, the
Yep, cool.
comic story.
Oh yeah, the comic story was great. All right, WBD Paramount news. So the Paramount Warner Brothers merger is paused as state's challenge proceeds. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. Basically, what's happening, the court has issued a temporary restraining order freezing the deal for a short period. Next, we'll consider whether to issue a preliminary injunction, which will prevent Paramount from closing until the case has been decided. What's happening is there are a very small number of investors and some states that are now suing, and U.S. District Judge Araceli Martínez-Olguín. I don't know how to say this last name.
Olguín,
Olguín,
yeah,
who, uh,
just call him Jammo.
yeah, that's funny. Um, let's do a quick search for this judge real quick. Yeah, I'm not a bot, Brave. Give me a break. So it's a woman. So Jammo works. She is a foreign-born judge. And I think we need to start making this distinction. She is also a U.S. district judge, so she has issued a temporary restraining order after the state sued last week. The emergency motion sought to prevent the studio from moving ahead with its merger for 14 days. And so this was as of July 20th, so 3 days ago. So they've got 11 days to go. It says here the court ultimately finds the public interest favors their requested TRO to stay the merger in the interim. The judge wrote in a statement, California Attorney General Rob Bonta, Banta? Anyway, he's definitely Poodoo, called the decision a critical first win in our case to ensure the merger never sees the light of day. Here's the thing. Where was this with Netflix?
Nowhere. It was
Like,
nowhere to be found.
the issue is Larry Ellison, who is the CEO of Paramount. And, at the end of the day, this is political. This has nothing to do with it. And the last thing any of you should want is the fucking morons at Netflix to get their hands on Batman.
Yeah. Like, this is absolute, because your point it is absolutely correct. None of this fire and brimstone was here when none of this would have happened if Netflix would have gotten a bid.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yes.
And if like you're like the whole Ellison thing, and I'm so tired of politics playing such a role in every fucking thing.
Well, they took sports
Get
away
a
from
fucking
us for
life,
2
people.
years, and they turned politics into a contact sport. So,
It's
real quick, just the further the statement from Banta Poodoo from California. History tells a tale of what happens when few people have great power over markets that are central to Americans' lives. Fewer opportunities for more people, worse products and services for all people, Bantaputu said. With our lawsuit, we're fighting for a free and fair market and a thriving film and television industry that serves creatives and audiences alike. We have a full tank of gas, the law is on our side, and looking forward to continuing to make our case. The law is not on your side. This is not a monopoly. I have, since I wiped this TV and reinstalled everything, and like I had to actually put apps on my TV. I have 9 streaming services that I am signed into.
Good grief.
Right? 9. 2 of them are yours. One of them is Angel's. The rest are mine. And I finally canceled Hulu, which is crazy because I've been a Hulu member since like 2005, 2007, anyway, 6. But anyway, there's no chance that this is a monopoly. If anything, it means I get to subscribe to one less thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the things it says is part of the lawsuit. It mentions that after citing evidence, this is what JAMO said, that the combined company would control roughly 27% of the U.S. theatrical film distribution market and hold an outsized share of basic cable channels. This judge noted that the states presented a quote unquote strong showing that the transaction will substantially lessen competition.
So to argue that point, WBD by itself controls an outside, just currently controls an outside portion of basic cable channels.
Well, I would also argue that they're lessening competition with the way they presented the DCU.
Sure. But because you've got TNT, which is the flagship, TBS. Is TBS the flagship? I don't know. Anyway, you've got Discovery Channel. You've got Home and Garden. You've got HGTV. You've got,
Food Network.
Food Network. You've got, what's the other one? The Legal Channel. Court TV. Because they air NCAA basketball games. That's just 7 off the top of my head. 7. Paramount has what? Nickelodeon?
And Paramount News or Paramount.
So
I don't even know what the name
I didn't even
it.
think about it. They have CNN. They have CNN headline news. They have, all the, yes. So anyway, you're right. So yeah, but Paramount does not have a ton of basic cable.
No, like that's what I was saying. Like
because MTV and VH1 are gone. R.I.P.
Again, this is just political.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. So,
yeah, I who knows? But the other thing, this could hurt Paramount a lot, and because it mentions the prolonged delay could be costly as the company agreed to a provision to pay Warner WBD shareholders a $650 million quarterly fee if the deal does not close on time.
Right. So it says here, hearing on whether the court should issue preliminary injunction that would stop the Paramount from closing until the case is decided is scheduled for August 3rd. If a motion isn't granted, the studio is positioned to finish the transaction.
Okay.
So anyway, so actually understand what you're talking about here, people. I'm just gonna say it, like, this foreign-born judge needs to be impeached, because we should not have foreign-born judges. I don't care if they're American citizens at this point, because her intentions are not good with this order.
Yeah,
plain and simple. All right, are you ready to move on before I get us into too much trouble by opening my big fat mouth?
Let's move it on.
Clayface trailer. Did not expect this. I honestly still do not believe that this movie is going to come out.
Really?
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I just feel like if this merger goes through before this comes out on October 23rd, I feel like they're just going to like dump this on Max while the merger's going on. So,
okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
This is very much a body horror movie.
Yeah.
This is a pseudo, horror film. I just don't understand why they are making the same mistakes that Sony made with the Spider-Man villains.
Yeah. Again, two things can be true in this case. I'm very intrigued by this trailer. I didn't think would have any interest in this, and then I saw the trailer. That
It, yeah,
notwithstanding, this should not have been made right now.
no, it's
If
giving me
anything,
Morbius vibes.
yeah, if anything, it doesn't to me. Like, I will say this, if anything, you want to do this, a cool thing they could have done is say, hey, we're focusing our movie. This is what they should have done. We're focusing our movies on the heroes. If we want to tell tales about the villains, let's just do limited series on
Like Penguin.
like we did the Penguin.
But Penguin was introduced. Now, this is not part of the Matt Reeves Batman.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the Batman we're never going to see in the James Gunn.
Are you sure?
We're never going to see it.
We're never seeing that. We're never
never,
seeing
never. Like they're not even casting it, and like they're saying now that Matt Reeves is like, I don't want you guys to do Batman because I don't want people to be confused. And it's like, don't worry, Matt, they won't be confused because your Batman is weird. If you give us, the first person that gives us a good Batman, that's who I'm backing. That's who I'm going to the mattresses for. So, I tell you what, it's definitely not going to be Matt Reeves.
Yeah. So just again, I'm intrigued by this.
Sure.
It's a terrible idea to bring this as a DCU movie before you do. I was going to say before you do Superman, which is kind of true. Before you do Batman, before you do Wonder Woman, hell, before you do Martian Manhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking, it's just a bad idea.
Before you do a Rocket Raccoon solo film.
It's a bad idea that I'm still intrigued by.
Yeah, give me Booster Gold
again,
first.
all these movies, pretty much all these movies, I hope are good. But at the same time, like this could be just.
I'm not actively rooting for the failure of these movies, right? I'm not.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just not surprised.
Right.
Like, it's hard to be surprised anymore. Is what I think I'm trying to get at. Yeah, and then it's got Naomi Aki as the doctor, who's like,
what is she
Clayface? She was she was in Mickey 17. She was
that's what I'm remembering her from.
One of his Rise, but she's Janna in the Rise of Skywalker.
What?
Janna, the black lady they put in there for Finn, so he could have someone to love.
What movie?
It was this movie called The Rise of Skywalker. It's this little independent film that got put out to very, very bad reviews and things like this. The other thing, she's in the Zoe Kravitz directorial debut, Blink Twice, which is a great movie.
Oh, was that the one with Channing Tatum in it?
Yep. So, God, that movie came out in 2024. I feel like it just came out. Anyway, but she was actually really good in Mickey 17. Like, I'm not bashing her.
Right, that's what I know her from.
Yeah, I'm not bashing her at all. I think she's I liked her in Blink Twice too. Her character's got a great arc. So I just think that it's just weird. Oh, she was in Master of None. That was a good show. I like that one with Aziz Ansari.
This is not going to be an obsession / backrooms surprise success. That's not going to happen with this movie.
Did you watch Obsession?
I still haven't watched it. We're waiting until.
I'm just going to say, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I am actually surprised that movie was successful.
Well, I mean, sometimes things just, it happens.
I'll say this. It is not my kind of movie. I'm not the audience for that movie. I was bored to tears by it. So, but you know how I get with horror.
Yeah.
Like, one, I figured it out early. And two, it was like there's not a whole lot to figure out. And then it's just a lot of just screaming. So,
Yeah, see, it's like the whole figure it out stuff that is so overrated. Like in the sense of
well, yeah,
I don't care if I know what's going to happen
right.
to a movie.
No,
That's
no,
why I
you're
watch
right.
stuff all over again.
Yeah,
But
sure.
if it doesn't capture you, that's a different
Well,
story,
it
though,
just
and
didn't.
that's what seems like it didn't.
Like, I think we paused it 6 times and like went up and did other things, and like we went and got pizza to eat pizza and watch the movie.
It definitely didn't capture you.
I definitely fell asleep. So, and I woke up and I was like, oh, she's still screaming. Great. So, I will say, Indy, is that how you say her name? The
I think it is. Yeah,
the girl from Lois and Clark, or not Lois and Superman and Lois, Supes and Lolo,
yeah.
if you will.
Sarah Cushing.
Sarah Cushing. She's pretty hot. She looks great.
Yeah,
She's killing it in the gym. So, good for her. But I think this will lead to other things for her, because I think there are people who are going to look at this and be like, oh, well, she can act. So
that's good for her. Yeah,
there were some cool things. There were some cool manic moments and things like that were fun. But like for the most part, it's not my kind of movie. Like I'm gonna watch Backrooms when it drops on I think that's an A24 on Max. But yeah, so I think I wrote down like 4 out of 10 in my note. So, but again, for me, that's probably really good for a horror movie.
yeah.
Anyway, all right, you ready to talk about House of the Dragon?
Yes.
I didn't even look at what you gave the score. But anyway, so this is episode 5, Unbound and Unbent. So everyone's looking for Vagar. Like, it's like, where in the world is Vagar San Diego?
Yeah. What do dragons do when their riders are hurt and like they're just like stuck in a haunted hall?
I mean, Vagar was like, hey, I'm just going to like fuck off and go fly around the kingdoms.
And maybe burn a couple
So,
people.
steal some sheep. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's already, that job's already taken. My bad. Um, by the way, Nikki the Good has been doing parody songs for every episode this season, and they get just better and better with each one, because I don't think this season is as strong as last season.
See, I liked last season. I thought it hit points better than the jarringness of season 1
Yeah,
when we had the
massive
the
time jump.
character changes. Yeah, I like this season. It's tough for me to say I like it more or less because it seems like it's been forever.
I
Like
don't
this episode,
dislike this season, but I just
yeah.
don't like it as much as the last one.
Like so far this episode hit its kind of like the pinnacle of thus far was it episode 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then ever since then, it's not bad. I'm not saying that. Like it's just at times I just want stuff to happen a little bit faster. Not
Well,
like all out
yeah.
action, but because there were a couple cool things that happened here, especially when you're talking about, everybody's looking for Vagar. People are looking for Aemon too, like,
Yeah.
bounty
Well, yeah.
hunters and sellswords.
So Eamon has a great scene with Alice. Like he has two. I think he has two real. Like the kid that plays Eamon I really like him. I could definitely see him as Darrow, or not Darrow. He could play Darrow actually. He could be a Severo though. Pretty much anyone who's cast as a Targaryen right now could play Severo. They all have that just like wolf look to them. But no,
Yeah.
he's with Alice Rivers and Harrenhal, and it's been good. It's been good character development for him, and all of that. The whole thing with Christian Cole and Gwaine, like I forgot completely about that storyline. Like, thank goodness they had the previously on, and I decided not to hit skip.
Yeah, because you're a big skipper.
I mean, cutscenes are so boring.
Well, I mean,
I just want to play the game.
You're skipping intros of certain TV shows that are classic from the 90s, and I almost didn't talk to you after I heard that.
I mean, it's an intro. I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Okay, you know what? Let's just move on. Let's just both agree that you're wrong and move on.
One, I will never agree that I'm wrong. You know that. Two, I'm never wrong. So,
Well, you just messed up with two by saying that.
no, I didn't.
But
I wasn't wrong
like
for skipping it because it didn't matter. It's just like when my quote was in the back of Kick-Ass 2 issue 3, and I didn't even look at the back cover. I wasn't wrong for that. I just had to be told that.
We'll just agree that you're wrong.
Anyway, I'm never agreeing to that.
Going back to the Kristen Cole thing,
Yeah.
like you were saying, I really like that scene with him because he's I can't stand him as a character. And then that scene they gave us where it was like he's talking about what stuff means to him.
Right.
Now he did kind of fumble it when he was like, and then Alicent will see.
Right. But he doesn't care.
Like, dude,
he doesn't care that people know, and he never has.
No, it's not that. It's not about him caring or
not. That he said it to her brother.
Well, not even that. It's the fact that he said it, that he has this huge speech about, heroism or what his principles and, and like when Gawain says, hey, you can come to my house or whatever. Yeah. And for a second, you're seeing a peek under and again, to be fair, this has been a while. It's been a while. So it's easy to forget. So he's never dropped that flame. But also, for 1 second, I was like, oh, this is what it means. Like, he's talking about knightliness. But at the same time, he's talking about that. Once he says, and she will see, it shows that he's all screwed up in the head in what it means to be a knight. Because what it means to be a knight, what it means to be, in your parlance is you're not doing it for a woman. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. And you believe it's, or whether it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. It's like you believe that this is the true side of good. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You're not for her. So, I mean, that's both one of those things that it adds depth to his character, and it reminds us like, hey, he still has these knightly principles, but at the same time, he's still caught up on her and showing, not making her proud, but almost like having something to show her, like, look at what I did. I am more than you think I was. So I really like that scene. I really like that scene.
He's like, I'm the greatest warrior in the kingdom. Like, that was cool as shit. Like, and then when Gawain squashed the leech off his leg, and Christian just walked by, and he just like, oh god, peasant.
Yeah. Dude, how about that crow's feet trap that they got set?
Oh yeah, that was cool too.
That was crazy.
So, yeah, I will say though, like, outside of that, I'm like, Matt Smith, and God, I can't believe I like Matt Smith in something. This is just like, we're 3 seasons in. You think I'd be over it by now. Matt Smith and the City Watch stuff was great. Anything with Rhaenyra and Manderley and Alicent and Helena, like, I don't care at this point.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing with oh god, what's her name? Silver, the Master Whispers lady.
Oh, I was just thinking of her. Yeah.
Marissa.
Something. It begins with an M.
Massaria.
Massaria.
Anyway, like, in Alicent, like, oh yes, I had sex. I'm pregnant. It's me, and she drinks like the moon tea. It was like, okay, like, you're bad at this.
Again, what is it? Show, don't tell.
Show, don't tell.
We've been told she's the Master of Whispers and all this stuff, and haven't been shown.
She walks into the Red Keep and she's like, I'm here to hear the whispers of the Red Keep. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Go away. You suck. You're not Varys. You're not even Tyrion. You're barely Littlefinger.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and again, you have Ormond. One of the other big things is they find out that Ormond
yeah.
has declared Damian king, or Darren, not
Mm-hmm.
Damian, Darren king.
Yeah, and then made the coins.
Yeah.
So
So everything's coming to a head. This is right at the halfway point.
no, we have 3
So
episodes left. There's only 8.
I keep thinking
So
it's eight. It's
it's not
10.
10,
Yeah.
it's only
Uh,
8. Um
Yeah, it's only 8. Okay.
but these episodes are longer. They are significantly
Yes,
longer.
I
And
have noticed that.
and
Yeah.
I will say this, like the premiere was 860,000. The second episode was 970. Then it went down to 890. Then it went back up to 92, and this one was at 95. So, and that's just like the initial like watch, right? Like I'm sure it's been watched millions of times at this point. And it's probably been streamed tens of million or pirated tens of millions of times. But what? I mean, it's true. Tis very true. But I will say the quality of the season is good. It's just uneven. The stories are uneven. Like there's good storylines and there's bad storylines. And the Rhaenyra storyline
Right.
is supposed to be a great one because it is great in the book. And Emma Darcy just is not showing up.
She comes across as too petulant.
Yep.
And again, I said this a couple weeks ago. And again, I wasn't sure if it was the direction they wanted to take or it was her or the direct. Like, I don't know. But everything that she comes across as someone that's, oh, this job is too big for you. And regardless of it, there's a way to do that if they wanted to do that
Right.
without having her come across as so, I don't even say unhinged, but just uneven and just she's perfect example of is Commodus. Commodus, the idea of Commodus as emperor, it was too big for him. He was a whiny bitch. But look at how he performed in the same, very similar. If again, I'm assuming they wanted this portrayal of Rhaenyra. I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
But if you look at Commodus and how Joaquin Phoenix played that, how it was written, how he acted it, and then look at what we're having with Rhaenyra, it's a little disappointing because it's one of those things where I'm just like, just rolling my eyes half the time she's in there, just because it's like, okay, you've been crying enough. Do something.
Emma Darcy is not a Bob Orry. She's not hitting the clutch shot. She's the LeBron James.
Oh.
She's passing it off and flopping on the ground.
Bob Orry.
So, Big Shot Bob. I know, but he's Big Shot Bob Orry. So, anyway, then the other thing is with the last thing is about the gold cloaks, where Daemon learns that Ormond has been paying to have the City Watch killed.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go with a little bit of guerrilla warfare himself.
Oh yeah. So anyway, all right, let's get to the rating, because it's got a spoiler. So out of 5, that's one hell of a Last Supper art installation.
I give it a 3.4 out of 5. Again, not bad. I mean, there was some really good stuff, but like you said, there's too many things that too many times, I don't say too many things, but too many times I find myself wanting a specific scenes with specific characters to just hurry up and backpack through so I can get to the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. So what do you give it? What'd you give it?
3.4 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah. So I give it a 3.68. Like I did enjoy the episode, but again, I find myself drifting when it's Rhaenyra heavy scenes without Daemon. I can't believe that's just, I guess this is my life now. Am I a fan of Matt Smith? Do I got to go back and like
Mm,
Terminator Genesis now?
let's not get crazy.
Oh, you know what? I did like him in Caught Stealing as well. But that's after this. So maybe I am a
Yeah.
Matt Smith. Who knows? It's a new world. Anyway. But yeah, so I mean it's good to see it. It looks great. I will say. It looks fantastic. But all right, let's move on.
Yes, it does.
All right. So X-Men 97, season 2, episode 6, Danger.exe. Um you were right. This had a tiny slow burn. But when it got there, it got there. Um and then at the end, the smirk killed me. And I immediately
Oh
went back
man.
and watched the scene. Immediately.
Oh man. Like,
Immediately remember it. Um
yeah.
so
Yes.
Xavier is using the danger room for therapy and doesn't know what to do without Magneto. And he discovers that the danger room has been exceeding the set safety limits.
I mean,
And
he did almost get his head squished like a grape.
right, but then does nothing about it, which is the most Professor X thing ever.
Yeah.
Because
It's like, I don't
Beast
know,
is
take
nowhere
it
to be found.
offline. Like, seriously?
Right. And then you jump over to X Factor, and Polaris goes pretty much full Magneto on the ship and just dumping people and dumping the bad guys out. And so then Cooper fires her, which I thought was a
And she's
cool
a,
scene.
yeah. Also, she's a terrorist sympathizer, Cooper.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like, they're still human beings. Like,
Yeah.
again, this is not to get too real life, but this is the type of idiocy that
But
we
that's
have.
how. But
No.
that's how it's been written in the X-Men comics for 50
Oh
years.
no, I know.
So,
I know that. I know. You're
but
not
yes,
telling me
but
anything
you're
I
right.
don't know.
You're right. You're right.
I'm just saying, like this is the idiocy. And again, even in the comics, it's idiotic when they did that. Like not for, I mean, talking about not necessarily the X-Men versus humanity and stuff like that. I get that, but some of the stuff, like just because it's in the comics doesn't mean it's good or it wasn't dumb.
Yeah.
But I do, like, I agree. Like I like the scene, like that slow build up with Polaris and and Havoc over here, not like having her back or anything. It's like, dude, you're such a punk.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I really do. I watching her fly and the way her hair was flapping.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
was
it's
cool.
so
Like
she was
the animations.
her animation
stuff.
is one of the best of all the characters. I
Yeah.
will say I did think there was a bit of a downgrade of the animation when they were in Genosha, especially with the new X-Men costumes coming into play. Because they tried to follow Frank Quitely's design a little too close, and I don't think
I
it
was
works
about
in animation.
I'll have to look at it again. But for a split second, when I don't know if it was Beast or whatever, or somebody, like when I saw the new outfits, it looked a little off.
Yeah,
But
so like Nightcrawler
again,
looks really weird. He looks like he's wearing pajamas.
yeah. So I'll have to double. I wanted to watch it again,
Yeah.
but I did think like that crossed my mind in a couple like quick scenes.
Yeah. To be fair, I
And
like those costumes a lot. And I like the
Right.
sleeveless rogue. That looked really good. Like the designs of
Yeah.
the costume look good. I just don't think they were animated well.
Right. Yes. Okay. So
That's a distinct. I feel like that's a distinction.
yeah.
So anyway, Xavier promotes Storm to headmistress while he runs off to Genosha with Cyclops, Jean, and Beast, and leaves Polaris and Bishop of all people to run the Danger Room with the new students. And I'm so happy again that Quentin Quire is part of this. And so they're in the Danger Room, they're doing their thing, and then it goes off the rails. And starts like taunting Polaris. And then she loses control, and then her and Bishop are able to stop it. But while that happens, Danger, who is a sentient program like Agent Smith, takes on her humanoid form finally, and basically sucker punches Polaris and steals one of the mini X jets.
I like that. One of the mini X jets.
Well, mini, Mini.
Uh, well, I mean, I say the
But it
mini
works both
too
ways
because
because Scott
yeah,
destroys a lot of them. So a
yes, he
lot,
does.
a lot, a lot. Maybe you shouldn't let the one-eyed guy fly the plane. It's better that nobody flies the plane. Anyway, so the battle between all of them on with Danger and three of the original X-Men with Polaris showing up, Bishop showing up, and Xavier basically giving Polaris like a memory dump of her dad that like she just went full Omega mutant. I thought it was really cool.
Yes. Yeah. Again, the action sequences in this show are so good or good enough, but it's again, like I told you, it was a slow burn in this episode. But that's what makes it so special is that you have some of these episodes, like even last week's episode it was similar in the sense of not a slow burn, but I wasn't getting into it at first. Like the first 5 to 7 minutes of it, I mean, it was fine,
Oh,
and
I
then
got into it. It was like 2 minutes. It was like really
yeah,
like kind of
but
Professor X going through his like self-flagellation that I
yeah,
wasn't into, and then I was into it the minute
yeah.
Polaris showed
Well,
up.
again, when I say not into it, like I
I
mean,
know
it's
what you mean.
fine, but it's not. But I was talking about last week's episode,
Oh, okay.
like where it was like it took me a few minutes to like really, and I should know by now that's going to happen with this show
Yeah.
because the only episode I wasn't into really at all was the Mojo episode of last season because I don't like Mojo. I don't like the Mojo world. I never did.
So Mojo World
So
is not really an X-Men. Like it is, but it's more Mojo's
it is.
more like the New Mutants. Um,
I know, but
but
the
yes, I know
point
what you're
is,
saying. Yeah.
I don't like
No,
that
I
world. And the
agree.
X Men have been like with long shot and
Sure.
everything, but like I'm just saying, I should know better in the sense of I was kind of like, okay, when do we get to the good stuff? And it wasn't the good stuff; it was the exciting stuff because everything they did was the good stuff. Like last week too, the build up,
Oh yeah.
and this week, so full of good stuff and exciting stuff.
Oh yeah. So after the fight, Charles decides that the new X-Men base is going to be on Genosha, and this is after Valerie Cooper told him, "No, you were not to set up a new Genosha or school or any of that," and he just should just wipe her mind, to be honest.
Really,
But then they established X Corp, which I popped like huge for. I'm not gonna lie, I was like super excited for that. That's like kind of more deep X-Men lore. I don't think I'm assuming a lot of people don't know about it, but it was great. And then you have Valerie at the lab, Valerie like at the end vowing to take down X Corp. And then we jump to Greece, and we're in Athens, and Apocalypse is playing mad scientist without Mr. Sinister, which was weird. But
more power.
more,
Oh,
more.
there's
Anyway,
nobody in here but me.
right.
That's what it's like.
But then we remember who it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was pretty slick.
dude, the
Getting that nice little
smirk, and then and the fact he didn't say anything, it's awesome. So,
yeah.
anyway,
Again, this show is just again. I don't know. We have what 4 episodes left?
3. It's only 9.
Like what episode? Okay, was this okay?
This was
Okay
6.
6?
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So thank you, Bo Travius DeMeo. This is quite the season you're giving us again. So Anyway, all right. So out of you're in the danger zone or danger room now, Charles. What do you give this?
4 out of 5.
Why so low?
Again,
Why are you lowballing this
why so
show?
low?
What's wrong with you? Why do you hate the
Another
X-Men?
fun one.
Anyway, I give it a 4.33. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm so hyped on this season. As a whole, I think we've gotten so many cool things. Like next week is the Savage Land. I just like let's go. Let's fucking go. Anyway, all right. Are you ready for the main event?
The
What do you mean,
tepid event.
I mean, it's an event. Um, the Odyssey. The
Also, I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, again, not knocking people who really like this movie, who really truly really not even liked it but loved it. You can love it. Stop using the word masterpiece for any and everything. And I don't mean just movies. Like, I see it all the time. This is not a masterpiece. That game you said was a masterpiece is not a masterpiece, or the odds are it's not a masterpiece. Because that's like when people say generational talent and then they're talking about 12 dudes. That's not generational then. Okay.
I mean, you know,
I I'm done with my TED talk right now. So let's continue.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Eli Manning, Drew Brees, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, all generational talents.
Okay, sure. Anyway, Hall of Famers does not mean generational.
Anyway, I know what you're saying. Um, okay, so let's get one thing clear. This is like because everything is like based on the Odyssey by Homer. This is based on the Odyssey translation from a feminist named Emily Wilson. And so when you watch this movie, if you have the lens of Homer on, you're going to be really disappointed. If you watch this movie understanding that it's a 2017 feminist manifesto, it makes a lot more sense. And it doesn't make it
Except,
better.
yes. But it's funny you say that though. Uh, in the most even way possible, Emily Wilson excoriated this movie.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the clip. Is she trans?
No,
Or is she just very mannish?
I think she's lesbian.
Yeah, I
I
mean, it
think,
doesn't matter either way. I was just like,
but
wait,
no,
like I
no,
was like
no.
confused, like because she had like the hand. Anyway, um, so this movie, in case you don't know and you've lived under a rock, stars Matt Damon as Odysseus, Tom Holland as, um, I keep wanting to say
Telemachus.
Telemanus. I know, but I keep wanting to say Telemanus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Telemanus. Um, Anne Hathaway as Penelope, Robert Pattinson as Antonius, um, Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy, and Chlamydia, her twin sister, Zendaya as not Athena, Charlize Theron as should have been Helen of
Not
Troy, but
Calypso.
Calypso.
Not Calypso.
Samantha Morton, who stole the fucking movie as Cersei. John Barenthal as Meningitis. Some guy named Benny Safdie as
Benny Safdie.
yeah, as Agamemnon. I have no idea who that kid was. I had to look him up, and I was like, "Well, good on you for losing weight to be Agamemnon, because you're kind of chubby and everything else you've been in." John Leguizamo as the blind bandit, who was actually like, I hate saying this, I enjoyed John Leguizamo's performance in this movie. Hamish Patel as how do you say it?
I don't know.
Eurycules, something like that. Ellen Page is Sinan, and then Mia Goth as Methany. Um, I will say this. I think Lupita Nyong'o. It was like whatever you want to say, it was kind of a no. For me, it ended up being like a non-starter. She had less than 4 minutes of screen time. Ellen Page had less than 5 minutes of screen time. Although, tell me how the kid shrunk to be Ellen Page when they showed Sinan as a kid.
Yeah.
Like he had like 4 inches on her, and then all of a sudden, anyway. Um, I thought Matt Damon was great. Even with the modern language, I thought Samantha Morton, the stuff with Cersei was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah. So going through the cast, it was like the UN of casting.
Oh
It was
yeah,
it was it was utterly ridiculous, and it doesn't matter that the people did fine. Like Ulysses, Odysseus is right hand man. Why is he Indian? Why did they have Asians in there? Again, that wasn't my problem. Yes, Elliot Page as Sinan took
who?
me out of the movie every time I saw Elliot
Ellen,
Page
Ellen Page.
as Sinan. It's the same thing, and as if you put Danny DeVito as this great soldier, you're taking me out of the movie.
Yeah,
And thankfully, it did not last long.
right.
But this was absolutely a fill-in, like when the whole rumors was, oh, she's playing Achilles. No, but this was absolutely a stand-in for Achilles because this character was made for the movie, but takes the role of what Achilles does
Yeah,
when Odysseus visits the underworld.
right, right.
Um,
Yeah, and
so
I don't like Zendaya was not Athena. It was just a fever dream he was having, like out of
I
like guilt.
yes, and that is one of the things we always talk about, and whatever it is, it's like how do you write characters that are supposed to be very smart and intelligent? And again, it doesn't matter if you're smart and intelligent. Everybody doesn't know how to write these characters. And I keep on calling him Ulysses because that's what his name is. But Odysseus is a smart, intelligent character. That is his thing,
His two
and
defining traits in the Odyssey are he's cunning and clever.
yes, and it's funny you say that because this is what Emily Wilson had to say about that. Matt Damon in the film, he's a traumatized Jason Bourne. He's an action hero who feels bad about being an action hero. He's not that complicated. The Odysseus of the Greek poem is complicated. He's also very smart, very good at problem solving, very crafty, and all this stuff. All of that is erased from the Nolan movie. So there's no Cyclops trip. There's no comedy. Matt Damon isn't required to be intelligent, to be scheming. We don't even see him building the Trojan horse, which, again, so I thought there was
You
something
saw
in a
him
way
build a
quite.
shitty raft that fell apart
So
immediately.
I thought there was something in a way quite stylish about doing Odysseus, but don't make him too smart. Like that's the thing. The, it and again, there's somewhere along the lines she mentions, or I think it was she mentioned how, yeah, or I don't know if it was her or somebody else I saw talking about how that we've seen these characters from Nolan before.
Right.
We've seen it in Inception. We've seen it in Interstellar. We've seen it in Memento. Granted, Batman, it's not his character, so that actually works for the type
But
of
he didn't even get Batman
guilt-ridden.
right because his Batman wanted to quit every movie.
Well,
He just
that's not
wanted
the
to
point.
stop being Batman.
I'm talking about right the guilt-ridden
Oh,
character,
yeah.
the brooding type character. Yes, you're right about the Batman part, but I'm talking about look at his heroes throughout movies, and he likes that, and that's not Odysseus, but he makes Odysseus this. I would venture to guess that if we were both fans of the Odyssey, like fans of the actual epic where we read it, not
Well,
every year, but
I
every
mean,
now and then,
I do
because
like the book,
but
but
the
or the
thing is,
poem or
if we
whatever.
like this more, I know if I would have looked at this movie more like I looked at the first Dune movie.
Yeah.
because this is a butchering of the Odyssey.
Mhm.
Like, regardless of what Emily Wilson did that changed, the controversial changes she made,
Sure.
at least she understood that part. Okay, based on her, I haven't read her translation, so I'm basing it on what she's saying about this movie. This is a butchering of the Odyssey. Doesn't mean it's beautiful, even though I have trouble with some of the lighting. There should have been different shades of lighting and different. The costumes are fine, whatever. Uh, the whole Agamemnon thing was cool until he started talking, and it's
Yeah.
like this took me out of it because he looked badass, even though it wasn't the armor he wore was not period accurate. It still looked cool, and then he started talking,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh well, that took me out of Agamemnon being a badass.
Right. Right.
Uh,
Um,
but
I,
there are
the
good things in this movie.
there
I
are
will say that.
the biggest okay. The two biggest misses for me. Can we get to that real quick?
Sure.
Is just because you talked about all the things that you didn't like. The nobody scene where when he fights, well, when they escape the Cyclops and he tells the Cyclops his name is Nobody. So then when he finally pokes his eye and they run out, and the people are like, "Who attacked you?" And he's like, "Nobody attacked me. Nobody's attacking me." And so they like that's clever. That's a sign of brilliance of a great commander who didn't get half of his people eaten. And then the lack of a real score.
Yes.
I told you earlier, if they took Daniel Pemberton's score from
Oh, right.
Arthur
From
Legend of the Sword
Arthur.
and put it into this movie, there are beats in this movie that will like actually give you all the feels. And
And that's what. Yeah.
instead, sorry, one last thing. Instead, they gave us the Big Bang Theory without the laugh track, and it's cringe.
So there were in general, I thought the score that they used was fine, and there were parts where it really worked. However, what you just said, there were several instances where not having an overarching score or thematic sequence of music actually hurt the scenes because that
Yeah,
boom that he likes to use in his movies,
yeah,
Nolan, it didn't work in certain scenes, and it actually took me out and made it was more grating than emotionally tuning you up for
mhm,
whatever was about to happen. So that was a miss. Like I said, there was some good stuff in here. I thought everybody for the most part acted fine. I thought Robert Pattinson was really good. He's a real jerk. uh I the one thing about John Leguizamo's character, I thought he acted fine,
yeah.
but every time I saw him, whatever makeup they did with him or tried to do with him sucked. It it felt too unbelievable in the sense of this guy doesn't it just there was something fake and false about it that I couldn't get past, even though I thought he did a good job
Yeah.
of acting. And some of the other changes, like Calypso's, just the idea of just completely removing the gods from this,
Right.
it, it was more jarring removing the gods from this than it would have been if, like in Troy, where with the Troy being more about the Iliad and
Yeah.
the Trojan War, because the gods were more involved with Odysseus's journey and the thing. Like
Hmm.
he spent he spent years on an island with Calypso,
Right.
who is a goddess. You know, Athena is the one that actually saves Telemachus from the suitors trying to assassinate him when he comes back from Sparta. Like the gods are everywhere. The fact that the whole Poseidon thing is the no man, the nobody role is Odysseus ends up telling the Cyclops his name after he escapes because he's all like, make sure you know who did this to you.
Hmm.
And then the Cyclops tells Poseidon what he did and ask him to curse him or what have you.
Right.
So I don't. It's not necessary. And the idea of making Athena a fever dream, like as you so eloquently put it,
Hmm.
that was one of the biggest eye roll aspects of seeing once you see it at the very end to me, where I wanted to shout "Come on" in the theater.
Right.
It it was really dumb to me. And like I said, this movie looks really good for the most part. I'm always a fan of when movies are filmed on location,
Yeah.
minimal green screen and all that stuff when you have it. I thought again the acting was solid. I did not particularly care for Anne Hathaway's performance,
She's the worst part of the movie.
which is hilarious because Emily Wilson also said the Penelope is such a one note. It's
Mm-hmm.
strange credulity that this would even be a marriage or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like I did not and I like Anne Hathaway. I mean
Usually.
I've liked her in a lot of different I usually like her and stuff. I just did not like the way she took this role and the way she was directed in this role
Mm-hmm.
because I think it coincides because Christopher Nolan's very hands-on about a
Yeah.
lot of this stuff.
I think the other thing is I'm tired of these directors having their stable of cast people that they always cast in their movies. It makes it really
It gets
hard to
exhausted.
like, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes. If you have a here and there, it's fine.
mm-hmm.
But when you have a whole host of people
Yeah.
in a movie and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, didn't we see you all in this movie together and in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
It can get tiresome.
Yeah.
I would agree. It can get tiresome.
But I mean, but I also think like at the end of the day, like this movie was fine. That's when people have asked
Yes.
me like, well, what do you think of it? I was like, it was fine. Like I liked parts of it. I didn't like parts of it. My big issue was the lack of like a real solid emotion creating score.
Yes.
So
Yes. And again, what I said, and I stand by this, is when you think scores, I mean, think of the scores we've had over the years, like
mm-hmm.
Indiana Jones,
Mm-hmm.
hell, Jaws,
Mm-hmm.
more recent Gladiator, Lord of the Rings, hell, Inception.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like some of the scores from the MCU, like the Captain America, that translates into the Avengers.
The, the the
There's
the example I've been giving is the beat when he says when he pulls Mjolnir in and the score cuts out and he says Avengers assemble and then it
yeah,
just drops that like it just drops
yeah.
and it's like
Ooh, I'm getting
you
goosebumps already.
just got goosebumps from him saying Avengers assemble for the first time in the
Yeah,
cinematic universe and then this music comes in, it just fills your whole fucking soul full of just like
yeah,
this is my whole fucking life from reading comic books. Thank you.
yes,
Or it's like when Luke is on Tatooine and he's at the pit and he's looking out at the setting suns, right? Like it's just this beautiful sad moment for this kid who just
yeah.
is always looking to the horizon.
The main Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. Star Trek.
Yeah.
Well, that's more of the theme song, but the themes in Star Wars. This is the thing about this movie. Like I said, I thought it was fine. I will watch it again because I'm curious to see.
I would watch
I
this
do
again
tend to
before
like.
I'd watch Oppenheimer again. And I think Oppenheimer is a
That's funny
much
you
better
said
movie.
that. I just said that to someone where I was like, I think Oppenheimer is a far better film. I don't think there's any question that Oppenheimer technically and everything is a better film, but I would watch the Odyssey again before I'd watch Oppenheimer.
Right.
I just said that the other day.
Yeah.
But as far as the Odyssey and what it means in the fandom of movies,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite, one of my, and I didn't mention this movie because it doesn't necessarily have a memorable score, even though I love the movie and I'm getting my 4K soon, is Troy.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite lines in that movie is when the little boy comes and gets him to fight Boagrius in the beginning. And the kid said, he's the biggest fighter I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to fight him. And then Brad Pitt says, that's why no one will remember your name.
Right.
And that's what I feel about this movie. You go 20 years down the road, like all these people calling the people aren't going to remember this for being a masterpiece. People aren't, there's no scene that people are going to be like the beginning of Gladiator or the I am Maximus Decimus Meridius or, My Precious. None of those moments are in this movie. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's not a, you can't like it. Like I said, I thought it was fine. I'm gonna watch it again. But there was nothing memorable about this movie, even though there were good scenes. I really liked the Cyclops scene, even though they changed it greatly. I love the Cersei scene, but nobody's going to remember this movie in 10 or 15 years.
No, because there was no, I am husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son.
And I will have my vengeance
Right.
in this life or the next.
Yeah.
Dude, that just gives me chills just saying that now. There's nothing about this movie that was like that for me.
Right. There's no,
So
if you find yourself riding in a field alone, do not worry, for you're already dead and you're in Elysium. Like, come on. That's like, let's go. Like, makes you want to run through a wall.
right?
You know? Like,
Yeah.
do a backflip at Fanatics Fest. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, it's it's great. It's one of those things that I like. Yeah, I just there was nothing. There was no there was a lot of him telling his men why they needed to do what he was saying, and then like a lot of me wondering why they didn't just throw him overboard. But anyway. All right. So, out of 10, nobody was attacking me, or was it? What do you give this?
I give it a 5.8 out of 10. It was a 6.3 when I first saw it. And then I thought about it, the more issues that I had with it. Like I said, I am absolutely going to watch this again. If it has a nice, badass little steel book, I'm getting that because it's the type of movie I love. And I was really despite my concerns going in, I still was hoping that I would love this movie.
Yeah.
And I just didn't. There were too many flaws. And again, like I said, this is coming from someone who is not a big reader of the. Although I did actually start reading it again. I mean, I've had it on my shelf for a couple years now,
Yeah.
a new one, but good stuff. There's some good things in it. It's middle of the road Chris Nolan for me though.
Yeah. Yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10. I also started at 6.3, and then the more I thought about Anne Hathaway's scene where she's like, I've been the king. I've been the king for 20 years. Why can't I be the king? And it's like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I thought Lupita Nyong'o and Ellen Page were both like non-issues for this.
It was absolutely not.
After the fact that we basically saw the entirety of their scenes in the first trailer.
Yes.
Which then they removed them from them and started focusing on Telemanus and the sparkly vampire. By the way,
so yeah.
Speaking of sparkly vampires, you know who's like all in on Twilight now?
Who?
Well, I've disowned her as my daughter, so I will not say her name ever again. I'm kidding. I love her. But yeah, no, she's like, are we going to watch? And I'm like, no, honey, no. You keep doing what you're doing, but, you know, I'm not gonna, no. Anyway. Alrighty. Well, anything else you want to add?
Nope, but looking forward to next week. We got a couple good things coming up. Unfortunately, where it's going to be the week after for Spider-Man.
What do you mean? We're doing Spider-Man next week.
Spider-Man comes out
31st.
next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do a special episode?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to see it until Saturday.
Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Maybe we'll just wait till Saturday and record an episode Saturday night.
Maybe.
But I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't come out until Friday. I'm just super excited for it. I just want it to be so good. I want to see the Hulk smashing shit again, even if it's Mark Retardalo. You know. So
yeah, I just want it to be good. I agree. So.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you all for listening. I know we went a little long this week, but we had a lot to talk about, and we're passionate about what we do. So yeah, wherever you're listening, hope it's great, and remember, be infamous. The Infamous Podcast is recorded in Kings Mills, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. You can find new episodes every Sunday on Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, our website, or anywhere podcasts are downloaded. This show is hosted by Darryl Jasper and me, Brian Tudor. To find more information about the show, visit us at infamouspodcast.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Infamous Podcast to keep up with the show. We also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/Infamous Podcast. We have some great rewards for our patrons and are looking for help to grow the show to bring you more of the content you want to hear. Music for this podcast is provided by Michael Henry from meetmichaelhenry.com. So, whenever you're listening to us, have a great day, night, evening, weekend, whenever it is, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.